Hello guys, welcome to Just Garage Adventures. You like tools? This is your channel. I do lots and lots of tool reviews, mostly middle of the road, also some low end and high end as well, and occasionally some car tech tips and repairs. This is a recap. I just got done with a flare nut wrench set series. I showed 11 sets, different sets. There's actually 12 here. There's one set I never showed you. Sometimes that happens, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'm going to fly through these. If you want to see any more, more detailed information on any of these sets, look back the past couple weeks. I did a video on every one I did a video on. So, okay, the bottom row here is probably all the stuff you probably should stay away from. Just my opinion. I've been buying and using tools for 47 years. Yeah. You heard right, 47 years. So I know a little bit about tools. So let's start over here with SunX. The SunX, the set is a 9809A. It's a 9-piece set. It's made in India. It was around $53. It's poor quality and poor tolerances. I'm going to try to fly through these guys. I'm not going to go too crazy with each and every one. Just, a line wrench is something, get the best one you can afford. The cheaper ones are just not going to cut it for you. They're going to create more problems than they're going to solve. Chrome sucked, a lot of piddling, a lot of modeling, and the tolerances were awful on these. I'd stay away from them. The next set is Bill of Tools. I didn't show this set. It was around $44. They're made in China. The model number is 4907, 12-piece set. Poor quality, poor tolerances. This is a 12-point design. I didn't show any other 12-point designs. Some of the teeth are missing in here, the points. They didn't fit the fitting's good. The chrome was all pitted and modeling. I would stay away from that. Avoid it like the plague. Next is a set made in India. This was made by Grip. It was $53, 13-piece set. China. It's made in China. Poor quality, poor tolerances. The chrome sucked. Everything sucked on these. There's some chunks missing in the open end part. Just a poor quality. I show you guys tools that you should buy, and I also show you tools to avoid. That's got a chunk missing there. I don't know if you can even see it. If I get the focus. Yeah, those were very, very crude. The next set was made in India, I think. This was Kelhawk. I like the name. That's about as far as I can go with these. They just sucked. Again, the tolerances sucked. The chrome was bad. There was a lot of modeling. These are gonna stretch and flex a lot on you. A flare nut wrench set typically has some flex to it, and the cheaper ones flex more, obviously, because the steel's poorer quality. I stay away from that bottom row. Next is a crescent set. Now, you know what? This is a set I would probably use. These things were a surprise. It's a 3-piece set. The model number is CFNWS1-05. It was only $12. So you got 3 wrenches and you got 6 sizes. Not a bad set. They fit the fastener pretty decent. The chrome was pretty good. These were a surprise. These would definitely be good for a road pack or something of that nature. Next are these diehards here. These were donated to the channel by Toby's Tools. Thank you, Toby. I appreciate it. I'm sure the subscribers appreciate it as well. These are pretty good. I would rate these as average rate across the board. And the tolerances are pretty decent. Chrome was pretty good. Everything was pretty good about them. And they flexed on both ends. So that's pretty unique. They have an SAE and metric. And Advanced Auto still has some of these. Some stores may around your area may have them, some may not though. I guess they were discontinued, but they're still available in certain spots. Not a bad line wrench. I'd consider that average. Next were these Mueller Coups. These were a subscriber let me borrow these. These are made in Germany, I believe. The tolerances were pretty decent on these. And it's got that satin chrome finish I like. It's got the fixed end at one end that's angled, which is pretty cool. And it's got the flex on the other end. The only downside to these, I would say, is they're very, very pricey. And one subscriber said he had a set and didn't like them. He said they flex a lot, but I don't know. I haven't used any of these bottom sets. I don't plan on using them. I wouldn't even put these in my giveaway, the bottom row. I wouldn't even put them in my giveaways. That's how much I don't like them. The next is this Milwaukee set. This is a good set. The Milwaukee set is model number is 48-22-9471. They are made in China. Excuse me, guys. They're around $84 in a 6-piece set. These fit the fastener pretty good. These are better than average. That's how I rate these. The only thing I didn't like about these is I'm not a big fan of that beefy I-beam. I just never liked it in my hands. I got small hands. I just never liked it. But I really can't say too much bad about them. These are nice. Definitely a lot better than that first row. Next is Genius. This is a brand you shouldn't overlook, guys. I bought a lot of Genius tools, and they got decent tools. Great middle of the road brand. Tolerance on these were pretty good. The chrome was pretty good. Just an all-around decent set. They're around $45 on Amazon. The model number was FN-066M. I'll leave a link in the description below for each and every one of these sets if you're interested. All these sets, except for the ones that were borrowed or donated, I bought with my own money, by the way. I only have a few sponsors, and that's kind of the way I like it. That's a decent set. I got this set in this week's giveaway. I don't give away junk, and I put that in a giveaway, so that should tell you something right there. They're not junk. Genius. Genius is in the house. Let's take a gander. One of my favorite brands. Now we're getting to the sets that I've used or had for quite some time. Right is in the house. I've had these set for four or 5 years. I don't know exactly, but these are pretty good. Tolerances are pretty good. The chrome's exceptional. They're made in USA. They're definitely a good all-around line wrench. One of the better sets out there. They are a bit pricey. They're $147, but they're made in USA. Model number 744. They're pricey. That's probably the only negative thing about it. There's very little chamfer on these too, so you might not like that. I prefer a little bit on mine, but not a lot. And I don't know if I set up, but the Genius set's made in Taiwan. The Milwaukee was made in China. The Mueller Coups were made in Germany, I believe. The Diehards were Taiwan. All these bomb sets are India and China. Next is my second favorite set that I use and have for quite a while are my Williams. The Williams are around $90, 5-piece set. The model number is 11692. These are made in Taiwan. I love the satin chrome finish because when you're working with brake fluid or hydraulic oil, your hands they're gonna get a lot of oil over your hands and the tool, and your hands don't slip as much on this. And these had great tolerances. These are definitely a good line wrench. My number 2 set, and they're made in Taiwan. Nice set. My number 1 set, no surprise, Proto. Proto is in the house. These are made in USA. Good old Proto. I can't say anything bad about these guys. These things are a phenomenal set if you can afford to get them. They were around $140 for the 5-piece set. The sizes are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. They also have SAE sets, by the way. Pricey, but worth every penny. I love the satin chrome finish, just like the Williams. Your hands don't slip on them and slide. Just a really great looking. Just the right amount of chamfer on there. They fit the fitting so well, guys. You know, if you can't afford these right away, save your money up for them. They are worth it. They're worth every penny in my book. My number 1 set. So my number 1 set are Proto is my number 1 set, then Williams, and then Wright. Genius is Genius is a good set. I haven't used them yet, but that's in this week's giveaway. Like I said, that's a decent set. The Milwaukee's good. The Mueller Coups I haven't used, but they're pricey, but they fit pretty decent. And the diehards seem like a good line wrench. And the Crescents the Crescent ones are a sleeper, but stay away from that bottom row. I always try to tell you guys how it is. Stay away from that bottom row. You know, if you can't afford something more better, save up for it then, because these are going to, you're better off using a regular combination wrench than any of those sets. All right, guys, just my opinion. I hope you liked it, and stay tuned. I don't know what we're going to do next. Probably some Icon tools that I bought. I haven't done any reviews on. I bought so many Icon tools. All right, guys, thank you. I'm sorry the video was kind of long, but that's the recap, and that's my picks and what I like and use. All right, guys, take care.